You know the name, you've seen the face, but do you truly know the man? Behind the calm demeanor, behind the Hollywood fame, lies one of the most resilient and generous souls the world has ever known. This is a story of loss, unimaginable pain, and quiet triumph. It's not just a Hollywood success story, it's a story of survival, of grace in the face of heartbreak, and a heart that somehow remains kind despite it all. Keanu Reeves wasn't born into wealth or fame. In fact, he had anything but an easy start. Born in Beirut, Lebanon, his father left when he was just 3 years old, and his mother was a showgirl. The family moved constantly, from Lebanon to Australia, then to New York, and finally to Canada. Growing up without a stable home, Keanu never had a strong father figure. The world seemed to teach him independence early on, but it also left him with a longing for stability, something he would search for throughout his life. In school, Keanu faced his own battles. He struggled with dyslexia, making academics challenging. But Keanu found escape in one place: acting. As a teenager, he joined a local theater group, and on that stage, he discovered a freedom he'd never felt before. Acting allowed him to step out of his own world and into someone else's, even if just for a moment. It wasn't long before he knew that this was his calling. Keanu's early journey into Hollywood wasn't paved with instant fame or easy opportunities. He auditioned, faced rejection, and heard countless no's. Casting directors couldn't quite place him. He was different, and Hollywood didn't know what to do with him. But that difference would one day make him unforgettable. Finally, his big break came with the film River's Edge, where he played a troubled teen. This role showcased his raw talent, and Hollywood took notice. Then came Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, a quirky comedy that brought Keanu mainstream recognition.
Excuse us, dude, but your shoes are untied.
But even as his face became known, he kept a low profile. Fame didn't change him. It seemed he was just getting started. Just as his career was gaining momentum, life took a turn that would test his strength. Keanu's best friend, River Phoenix, was one of the brightest young stars in Hollywood. The two shared a deep brotherly bond, but in 1993, tragedy struck when River died of a drug overdose at just 23. For Keanu, this was more than just the loss of a friend. It was the loss of a kindred spirit, someone he connected with on a level few others could understand. This wound would never fully heal, but Keanu didn't let it break him. Keanu was cast as Neo, and in that role, he became a global icon. The success of the Matrix trilogy was massive. It changed the landscape of sci-fi cinema. Keanu's portrayal of Neo, the one who would save humanity, turned him into a household name. The Matrix was revolutionary, with its groundbreaking special effects, thought-provoking story, and unforgettable action scenes. It wasn't just a movie, it was a phenomenon, and Keanu was at the heart of it. But while he was celebrated on screen, behind the scenes, Keanu was doing something few celebrities ever do. He was giving. He donated millions of his earnings from The Matrix to the crew, ensuring that the people behind the scenes, those who rarely get recognition, were taken care of. Keanu's generosity wasn't for the cameras. He was genuinely grateful to those who helped bring his roles to life. After The Matrix, Keanu continued to prove his versatility as an actor. In Constantine, he took on the role of a tortured exorcist, bringing a raw, dark intensity to the character that captivated audiences. In Speed, he played an LAPD cop in a high-stakes thriller that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. And in The Devil's Advocate, he went toe-to-toe with Al Pacino, holding his own in one of the most intense roles of his career. Each film, each role, showed a different side of Keanu, but through them all, one thing remained constant: his authenticity. Just as his career was peaking, life once again struck with unimaginable pain. In 1999, Keanu and his girlfriend, Jennifer Syme, were expecting a baby girl. But in the final weeks of pregnancy, their child, Ava, was stillborn. The pain of losing a child is indescribable. And for Keanu, it was a heartbreak that cut deep. Not long after, the grief overwhelmed their relationship, and Keanu and Jennifer parted ways. But tragedy wasn't done testing him. In 2001, Jennifer died in a tragic car accident. Within a span of a few short years, Keanu had lost his best friend, his daughter, and his former partner. Life had dealt him blow after blow, and yet, through all this sorrow, Keanu never let bitterness take root. Keanu became known for his quiet kindness. He would sit with homeless people, take the subway to work, and speak to fans with a warmth that is rare in Hollywood. He once said, "Grief changes shape, but it never ends." Keanu Reeves wasn't just acting through his pain. He was living with it, carrying it in a way that few people ever do. In his 50s, when many actors start stepping back, Keanu took on a physically demanding role that would redefine his career once again. The rebirth came with John Wick, which wasn't just another action film. It was a masterclass in choreography, style, and raw emotion. Keanu didn't just play John Wick, he became him, training for months to perfect every move, every fight scene. The world watched in awe as Keanu delivered a performance that was intense, focused, and, above all, believable. It was as if every hardship he'd faced, every struggle had prepared him for this role. Today, Keanu Reeves is more than just a beloved actor. He's a symbol of resilience, of generosity, of quiet strength. Despite all he has achieved, Keanu has never lost his humility. He has won numerous awards, including MTV Movie Awards and People's Choice Awards, and has been recognized by fans and critics alike for his incredible work. Yet, through it all, he remains the same humble man who took public transport, sat with strangers, and gave away more than he kept. Keanu Reeves shows us that true greatness isn't measured by wealth or fame, but by kindness, resilience, and a willingness to keep going, no matter the obstacles. His journey is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and a reminder that, sometimes, the most extraordinary people are the ones who have endured the greatest hardships. In a world that often celebrates power and status, Keanu stands out as a different kind of hero, a man who embraces his pain, who shares his success, and who continues to inspire millions, not by what he says, but by how he lives. This is Keanu Reeves, a purple cow in a field of ordinary, a quiet legend, and a reminder to us all that being different can be the most beautiful thing of all. If Keanu's story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay inspired by more stories of unstoppable human spirit. Up next, dive into Morgan Freeman's extraordinary stories. See you there in just a second. Cheers.